See if I don't know if it's a good time to really try it. I think I might have to do it not streaming, like these kind of things, because otherwise it disrupts my my focus, obviously, more than, even more so. Like that can be like a complete like disruptor of focus, live streaming. And considering how many times I've done this, it's like, man. But it was me. Yeah, I went around and around and around and around, and I kept, because I had to keep going, and then it would be really interesting if I could speak from a perspective and not be in. That's yeah. I already knew, like, if I would go and if I'd try to explain that, even from the most calm perspective, right here, it's because the starting point is already screwed up, and I'm trying to explain this stuff from here. Maybe if I did this and I was set up like in the kitchen. There's so many parts to it. First of all, I gotta be comfortable physically, and then I gotta be able to focus mentally. And then there's the other component. I just wanted to actually play music too, and do all that stuff. I mean, that's what that's what I wanted to do in the first place. But there's so much to do now because everything's been put on hold for, again. I shouldn't spend any energy on this unless I'm focused completely, and my words are actually like, everything is a bar, rather than so much of what I've said in many of these live streams. It was lacking the substance because of the lack of focus. My head would just go all over the place. If I could keep it locked into what I want to actually express, that would be much more productive. This damn gabapentin, that, when I had to finally go on that, and I knew it was not good. See, I'm so like, I've been through so much with like pills and stuff throughout my life, and then I got to a point like later on in life when I was just like, no pills, nothing, none of that stuff ever. And then I just had to finally resort to this nerve pain medication, which for something with it's terrible, worse than kidney stones in that area. I've talked about it before, but I won't get into it. Like, it's kind of like a weird and personal thing. I can talk about it, but I don't want to gross people out too either. Although it's not really gross in my case. It's more just the area is not, because having to do with the urethra is a painful thing. So I mean, I thought I could just leave it there. But I went like a year or two before I even got on. Before I even took the gabapentin, I had it. Just, I never even took it because I might have tried it like once or twice or something, but it didn't. It was like I saw the side effects already there, and then I started looking into it, and so I was like, oh shit, yeah. Because it's these pros and cons to it. For verbalizing thoughts, even just right now, I can see again. I'm trying to comb through other things, and then it won't let me as much. Dude, it's crazy. So I have that kind of awareness where I can gonna stop myself there though, because my head's already. I already know. This is just gonna be whatever. I don't know what I'm doing here. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna actually make some like solid concrete videos, I think, before I'm trying to think of. I'm just making music. Wait, what did I do the other? God damn it. Well, I was gonna make something, but I forget what I was gonna even do. I need to sing. I can't be doing. It's imperative to not waste my fucking energy on things like this and stuff, and actually get the shit done that I need to do again. And like, it's kind of insane. It's because I just know. I know what could have been done. It's just, but then it's like, I don't know, because any day it could be this the last. That's why it's been imperative, and it's just been this like ticking thing where if I'm not gonna be able to even focus at all and have fun in any way, then I'm just gonna stop the stream though. But that's gonna be on me, so I'll give myself a little bit more time. I really didn't want to do it even any. It's been like probably a few weeks now since I played guitar. Besides the time I was in the woods the other day. Did I talk about that in the YouTube post? I was talking about like. Should I even get into that now though? See, I think it would be good for me to talk about these things when I'm actually more calm and can go through every detail and like really address it properly, and then it would feel more concluded and resolved, and I could move to the next thing, and it would be documented on like a video or something. Like that would be a good thing. And like with good audio, good video quality. Rather than all, because I have so much forever that's been in like writing. And then the times when I was on video, it would just be me going like, whoa, because it's always it's like fight or flight, and like I don't even have it plugged in. It's just from the computer mic. Is that so? See, I don't. That's one of those things, like, very important for me with the amount of pain and stuff I get from just like trying to sit down from multiple angles now at this point, because I got the other stuff going down with the nerve thing, and I have another thing. Well, it's still, I think it's kind of interconnected, but then the spine thing and my pelvis, which always was like fucked up, but they never even like looked at that like the way that I these doctors work, bro. I can't even begin with the doctors and the like incompetence. I still don't know how much. Wait, hey, now the camera. Hey, camera. See, now the camera just freezes. The hell's up? What was that? All right. People. I could just make up that. I could make that song right now. I could just put that into Logic and then start making something. And it might be fun to like make songs with people. Like you'd be like, okay, you guys add some of these parts. Well, in like a chat, and you tell me something like. There's so many things that could have been done that would have been really awesome. I could have thought of like. Well, I mean, I did think of, and then didn't get to do anything though because. What even is this? What am I doing? It's probably, my brain is probably just like, something else. I think this is not productive enough. If I have like any. It's like I can't actually like.
I'd like to offer
Always will be that way because it's the way my brain works. Like I just like force myself to. Although, at the same time, if I get enough focus and it's good enough, I can get into it and not give a fuck about streaming. Which, god damn it, I could have done that had my dad. It goes back to that guy. Everything, because he had to control everything, and he does everything wrong, and omits every detail, and then goes back and tries to deny it. He doesn't. I think he was. It all goes back to incompetence and evil, and the line between and the banality of evil in like people with narcissistic traits or a full-on narcissistic personality disorder. And see, normally my brain would just go and then just keep going to different things very cleanly and stuff. See, that was the thing with once I started the gabapentin, I noticed like I started losing like my thoughts, like where and how to talk the same way. As at the speed, the speed is different of where and the clarity of the thought, and like remembering where you're going. It's super weird that way, and then like I just had to like keep having it though because of it's the only thing that I've had. I'm not gonna ever have like opioids or anything like that for anything. So this is the only thing that actually worked that was like that. And then it's like, well, at least I'm not having a large amount. I can't even believe. I talked to some lady and it's like, dude, how are you on so much of that? And you're so old. Your brain's gotta be like, I don't know, I didn't say that to her, but like, I imagine that's not, that can't be good. I heard this. I don't know. Yeah. heard this the other day. Wait, why is it playing on my iPhone? And everything's in the wrong thing. My headphones even plugged in? What is going on? These things eat at your bones. Wait, was there music playing the whole time? Or what the fuck happened? I'm crazy. But when you place your head between my collar and jaw, I don't know much, but there's no weight at all. I'm damned one of these days. I'm damned if I don't. 'Cause if I say I miss you, I know that you won't. But I miss you in the mornings when I see the sun. I don't know this song. Something in the orange tells me we're not done. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Poison myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. Is the mic is muted or no? Need to hear you say you've been waiting all night. There's orange dancing in your eyes from bulb light. Your voice only trembles when you try to speak. Take me back to us dancing this wood used to creak. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. I don't know about this thing. What if it's this damn chair? I need to buy the custom guitar chair. There's like these chairs. What is it called? I don't know, but they're like $400 or so, like $400 to $500. You know, they don't even look like great chairs, but like supposedly those are like the best ones. At least I'd know there's more support than this weird one. This one's like better if you're like laying back or something. And if you're like 6 foot something, I think. And gigantic, maybe. I don't know. I gotta play the electric guitar, but that's what I'm the most afraid of. can't be doing that. It's stupid to like play a live stream when you need to like actually focus more and like actually play, and because you've not played for like a week or two. Yeah, it's definitely more closer to 2 weeks by now. Not anymore, but you know what I mean. See, this is a waste of time I'm talking about though. Can't. That'd be a good intro for something. What is this? I don't want to play this. Okay, there's more potential with this one. forgot the audio's off. The mic. But I said I'll just I will be making some videos. Just not sure how that's gonna. I'm just gonna do it because I really kind of don't care about like anything anybody says anymore for a bit, and it kind of grows just stronger. Because it makes sense. Not anybody. I mean, I would care if so there's like a friend and they're talking to me about and it was like some sincere like thing like oh I love it like, and it actually was valid or something. Then because I'm honest about everything. So, but like in terms of like people in society and like just generally like saying things about me or whatever, like I don't give a fuck. Like so, and that comes with just everything. I survived till I'm 40. I'm almost 40, and I've been through a lot. So I don't want to have my brain go into that zone. I'm staying out of there. I really want to sing, even if it's not good. For me, oh my god, dude. That's why that's kind of one of those things that, and then even just the recording, like, it was like so simple from day one. I'm like, dude, if I tap on the floor and it goes boom, or if like everybody shakes the thing, like from the cars like shaking and everything, because nothing could be recorded that way, and there was like barely any privacy, and like the windows wouldn't even shut properly, and there's just even still, and, and like, well, this goes on and on, so I don't want to go into that either. What was the point of it? I almost made it through that without getting to my point and not getting lost, but I did. Seeing what the damn, why does the camera keep freezing? Yeah, I wish that I could have my electric guitar, that was lighter and play again, but the other one needs to be restrung and the action has to be upped because it's way too low since I got it. And what am I gonna do with this anyway? I don't know what I'm gonna shave again or not. That doesn't matter. are we at? 43 minutes. I'll go at 50 minutes then. That's recording, and the live is 43. I'm just always just thinking of different melodies and things, and randomly just playing stuff. So I don't know, but man, that's what also pissed me off, because I could go into that much deeper and get much better stuff, and then just go with that, and then we could be making. I could have made songs every single night for years and years and years, but because I was stuck here, I couldn't. You see? So it was torture. It was torture. 'Cause I had it all in me forever. And it wasn't the pain that stopped me this time. Because I had the pain for the first, since I was 16, all the way up until like 30 something. And then I got a little bit of an improvement when I was here. Was it around this point? Yeah, I was here. Being away from my parents was a fucking major thing for me. When I finally got to escape that damn house. But, okay, now I'm going into this. I don't want to get into God damn. At least, though, I kept my composure, and I'm not in a bad mood and not in too much pain, because I haven't even done this in like a week. That's when I get the most relief. Is I just have to take time off, and I just stick to the things that won't hurt me as much, which means I can't do that much, but at least it means my body recovers to a point. And I know how to do these things. All my parents would do would force me in the situations that caused the most pain, and like ruined my brain, and like conditioned me in a social, like broke. I mean, I to this, I can't even begin what they did to me first to cause that shit, then no accountability even then, and then like twisting my brain so like I didn't even know, like confusing me back when I was a little kid, then doing all this shit to me, and then oh my god. And then as a kid, like you're trusting people, and then like you're telling at some point, you're like, you're not helping, you're hurting me. And then like all you ever get met with is just, no, you're the one that's wrong. But meanwhile, I wasn't wrong. And I wasn't wrong about the pills that they were forcing me on, and it was wrong to force me on multiple pills at once at super high doses and stuff. What the fuck were these people doing? But then, even to just do it at all with some of them, the first one that they ever did, that started it all off, that was the most major. It broke the thing. It's like, I think there was already damage I wasn't really aware of with my parents back then, but then something happened with the pills, and then the whole thing. And then the more independent I tried to be, the worse those people were to me. It's like that broke away, and then they just were like horrible to me. But that's how then I started putting all these pieces together, and to see how, oh, these two, even they have like clinical narcissistic personality disorder. They don't have like true empathy for me. They have me as an object. Or I'm not sure fully for my father though, because there's that's the problem with both because they're so twisted. There's so much. There's layers and gradients to these things. Sometimes there's multiple fucking things going on. Plus, there's old age involved now, and it was so messed up all the way back when I was a kid. I was like, dude, no, you guys are not correct. I knew they're not correct when anything, and they kept getting proven wrong anyway. Everything they did, and they just deny everything already. And then I just grew up with this fucking thing, thinking something's never getting like any confidence until like now, when I'm like done with it. I'm like so old, and then, and even still, I have to. Yeah, because if the pain gets involved and the different traumas can come, then different anxieties can come from traumas. That'll just like different patterns that you can get stuck into, too, because you've been in through it so much. Like that stuff can show up too. And like, then even just I notice the times when I have the most anxiety. Well, even just now lately, just trying when I've tried to play guitar and I get into just the state of going back into this, where I was like, I already decided all this stuff didn't make sense to do it again. So why? How could I do this again and again without like those things I needed? And then I'd do it again and again, and I keep doing it, like driving myself crazy, trying. And then I'd move every single spot all over the place, see if that sound wise was better. This was it, and then I really like broke myself and burnt everything out trying to like. When I knew all along, every time, like you have to fix the root issue. My parents, this is like it really boils down like everything with them, and the difference between me and them. Like I tried to go to the root issues and solve everything, and I solve every detail as it's everything's supposed. It would fucking then things would work. And you solve the root. You don't go and you take pills and you think pills are the solutions to things. That's what my parents think. It's crazy. It's not how it works. If you have that mentality, you have to learn, like, better. That's not how it works. I mean, not for some things. There's like, yeah, where you take a pill, it makes more sense. But like, sucking, you shouldn't have the mentality that the solution is the pill, because that's, or if that's like where you start or something. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, you can fix the body is amazing, and the mind is amazing. It's amazing, what it can do. So, and there's plenty you can do. If you're missing certain components, you're not gonna be able to fix the problem. Like if you don't see the equation as it is, you're gonna always miss stuff, and you're not gonna solve it. If I put it in those terms. But I feel like everything, like there's so much stuff that's solvable without any of that stuff, and for so much of everything. Like, fuck, I missed my whole point. I can't. That's the problem. I can't really talk. Like it really is a shame that I had to go on that fucking gabapentin. Now what? Like, what am I gonna do? like stop streaming, like a bunch of melodies are gonna pop in my head and be like, oh Lord. And I'm gonna wanna do all this. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's super difficult to do from I just see like there's one thing like being out in if I'm like out in the forest, then it's like it's much better in some respects, but then there's the comfort aspect is gone, and there's a much more pain usually, or the potential for that, especially the longer I'm out there, and I'll be in like a different state that I might have to put my body in to like sort of adapt to it, and then but then also yeah, every time the factor of streaming, I really should just shut that off completely and just do recordings, video recordings, just like straight to the phone or whatever, or camera, and then just get used to that without any like streaming stuff to distract me, and then and for not for music but talking, just talking as well, so then I have both things that way, and that would help a lot, I think. But yeah, it's crazy though, because my associations even here and the conditioning here from being here almost like 10 years is pretty bad too. The way I've had to adapt. I know all these processes that the mind goes to, and then it happens in different gradients as well. There's like normal people that aren't in these like, but then they won't notice. It's I don't know. The way that I see things is always just down to every like degree and nuanced degree of things, and then it keeps going and going and going and going like an onion. There's like a layer. There's so many layers to peel back, and there's like and different degrees. So it goes, and then there's levels that go up and down, and then so you have like for everything though. So then and to the micro and the macro. So then that kind of sums up I probably didn't even like say anything. I feel like that sums things up. And I'm not even playing anything. Alright, I guess I'll call it there, so I didn't even check the chat or anything. So see, if I was so if I do this again, I want to actually be able to be comfortable enough and have the computer closer, have everything set up better. And then if I want to do guitar, man, that's the thing. Like doing juggling, if I don't have even, I have to actually be able to test the things, and then my body has to work enough, and then it's like, oh, I have to do this. Like, then if I'm dealing with my dad, and I only have like how many weeks left here? I only have like a couple weeks left here. But then I have no idea what the hell. That guy can't, and I can't deal with that guy anymore. I've completely burnt out the whole thing. I tried a billion times. It's like I can't accept the like severe injustice anymore, and I wasn't supposed to be talking to these people that did these things to me anyway. That guy like literally physically threw bricks at me. Like, not a good person ultimately. Like there was times when the guy was nice to me, and then there's times when the guy's screaming in my fucking face, like he was like a monster to me. Like I was afraid all the time, like being in the house. I was like trapped there till I was like 30. It's terrible. And they're like telling me, they're like, sometime you have to leave. So it's like, I want to leave. You guys gotta help me. I need some kind of support, like for rent to get started, because I have problems working because the pain and stuff, because of you guys and all the blood. I go in circles. See, and I still get worked up. I try not to even go into this stuff, but it's like I really like tried everything, thinking outside the box into like everything while I was, because I'd only have so many options, and I'd be fighting my own parents, which is supposed to be like supportive, but it's like every single idea I had was just shot down, and like, yeah, just it's just stuck with these people because I didn't have any control, and I couldn't just go work or something like other people could because my body was that fucked. And then it's like nobody even like believed me, or I had no support really. I was just by myself, and I'm the only one who knew what the pain was. So, and then yeah, I had my parents like denying everything that was happening that I would say. And then to realize, I go back today and like I'd text with my dad and have these different, I'd have these same interactions again and be reminded like how this guy, yeah, I've already spoke on it, but I didn't get to speak on it. I would like to continue speaking on it in this way, but like at the same time, I don't want to keep going now. It's not. I didn't want to do it now. But I think it's better if I talk about the stuff and I'm like calmer and I can digest it better and actually like speak it the way it should be spoken and get through each thing, and then not go in circles but actually conclude on that topic, or and actually, yeah. Well, still I'm still having the issues with the gabapentin stuff. So, but it is what it is. Plus, yeah, then it also, sometimes I see the difference also with just not, like, say if I'm not sitting down and there's just not even that increasing like pain around my like mid backs, the spine area where it sticks out like that, even that will impact like my thinking and stuff. But that, I mean, that's how pain is. I always saw like, that's what's so crazy, how I did all this shit through pains and shit, and then there was like no credit at all for anything, and like nobody even, it's just nuts, man. Like you just see how you get taught so clearly like how humans are, like, and how, yeah, like you just get taught so clearly how the world is, and and everything once you go through stuff like this. And like as a person that went through like addictions and like myself got on pills at some point in my 20s with opioids, and then I got full into like abusing opioids, and I got myself out of that because I was strong enough to actually do it, and I'm honest with myself, and I was honest, and I kept doing the work to do that, and I got better. And I saw, I didn't like how opioids made my moods and stuff as well. And I think I could help people with also with like stuff like kratom, which is also like an opioid that, for me, I feel like it affected my moods even worse than like traditional opioids. So I think people should be careful. I do think I could help people with those kinds of things, because there's, I mean, it's really not the steps to do, it's not that complex. It's just the amount of energy and effort you have to put in, like the work you have to put in to get it. See, what I'm really like like it'll still lock me in to focus. See, I'm just got locked in a little bit when I'm more invested in what I'm talking about, I suppose, or more, and it feels more productive. I guess I suppose that did feel more whatever I was just talking about with that, which I suppose makes sense. I don't know. Helping people would be good. Uh, is there anything else I would like to mention about that while I'm here? Definitely would like, especially with the quality too. It's really cool. And if I had the mic actually work, I don't know why I have the problems with the mic not being loud enough. I would have fixed all this stuff a long time ago. But this shit, all that shit I was talking about, and the shit I didn't talk about that I do often talk about. I just don't like, at this point, where if there's like any waste and it's going the wrong direction, I'm like compromising and sacrificing too much pain. Like it's like, come on, dude, I can't be doing, because I know at this point, like I know my body and like at this age and stuff and what's happening, like I can only afford so much. Like it's just at that point where I can only afford so much, and I have to do things the right way or else. That's why it's been like, what, like almost 2 weeks since I did, and it was doing that. It was over and over again. It would be like, how many days I didn't do this, and then I go back and I try to focus and build up guitar stuff again, and I have to stop again, and over and over and over. Most of my life, I went years where I gave up guitar, and I would be just stuck on a computer in bed, like had all these melodies, and I had all this shit. Dude, I could have probably actually became a good singer over time had I just had practice. I never even, when I did those vocal recordings, I rushed to do it in like an environment where it's just pure anxiety. I could not even breathe, and I already couldn't breathe, and I never had practice vocal, like singing at all. And I was just like rushing to get out these melodies that I had in my head. Then I did. So that's what I captured on those couple, I don't know how many songs that actually have vocals, but there's all the different harmonies represent like what's always in my head, with different harmonies and melodies that would go very well with the songs. And there's so much that could have been so much better I never got to do, which always drove me nuts. And that's part of why I didn't die ever, because I never got to even begin in the music realm. Even with the stuff that I put out that was kind of cool, like, fuck, if I had more energy, this would, like, this again, so all this stuff should have happened like 20 years ago. And then I would have fucking broke out of everything, and I'd have had a way for sure. And then everything would have been different. Then I can only do the present now, if I can. But then a part of me has to keep processing, and then if I'm still going back to this, then it goes back to that, and then I have to get a billion things. And I don't even know if I can take, even if I have the right seat to sit on, for example, playing guitar, I don't know if I'll be able to tolerate it anyway at this point, because I already had problems sitting for much, and then sitting alone without guitar, and then there's like the lighter guitar, and then there's the heavy guitar, so there's different gradients of that too, and then how it affects me, and then blah blah blah. My head always has to deal with all this shit, and then always, what I got from my family is like the worst treatment. Like, Like I was dealing with nothing, and I was just making shit up. Like then I realized, oh no, it's all projection. Like all they do. Like my mom especially is like it's hard to say because they're both the victims. They have to be the victims. So when I became the victim, and I didn't mean to become a victim or anything, but like in there, I guess, whatever. When I became the one with all the pain and stuff, then it was like not possible for my parents to accept or something, and then because they have to be, it's bizarre. Then there's so many parts to that too, because then there's like this weird jealousy from my mom I always got, uh, and yeah, no, not love, not real love, just like, and then the imagery from, yeah, okay, now I'm getting into it again. We're at an hour and 9 minutes. Alright, I guess I'll just cut it. Have to do this in the proper way. And just like put it out on videos on my channel. And I could go directly to the camera. Although, it sucks I don't look nearly as good as I used to. Although maybe if I shave again, I could probably pull off something better. But then my hair, don't have as much hair. But again, I got to the point where I don't give a fuck about like my appearance really, or attracting people or anything really anymore. Like, and like, yeah, like I don't give a shit about like, oh, if you're like bald or something. It's like, first of all, I'm not bald, but like receding hairline would be accurate. And yeah, first of all, I don't care, because it's all like everything is just human. Like everything's just what happens. Like, it's just like, I don't know. That's my perspective. It's just like that's what happens. It's like age, time. So it's like no reason, and then you add everything else, like who's commenting? Some like there's so many different parts to it. All right, I'm gonna stop. I tried my best here to not get into negative way. So I think that was good enough. But I didn't really get any playing done. Not too much. We did play a bit. Can't think of like what would be good songs on acoustic. Man, I think I would start out though if I just had like a space to myself, a solid ground floor, no fucking rumbles and shit, no extra noise. Then I get on that. I had acoustic guitar. I'd have an acoustic guitar and just my voice with the mic, and record all the different melodies and songs I'd have in my head at that moment. But then it would all, the timing matters as well. That's a big part my dad always fucking never gave a fuck about the time. Never fuck. And then I ended up, yeah, well. See, that's the difference with me. It's like, they fucked me up so bad and my body was that fucked up, I didn't have a choice to leave. But people don't It's been hard for me, fucking, because people don't even get that. Uh, like the shit, the amount of pain that I had to feel, and even now, just trying to sit and talk this way, and compared to just being in bed, it's so significant, and it's just crazy. They're crazy people. I have to deal with crazy people. Well, but they're not crazy. Like that's the thing. Like, although my dad, yeah, I don't know. That's how fuck. It's so insane. You don't know. They're the hardest people in the fucking world to deal with. Every damn thing antithetical, and like antithetical to like reality and like what's supposed to be. Like it was crazy. It's like demonic. Would be 10 times better off stream. That's one of the problems too. But I suppose that would be solved through doing like recordings. Yeah, I can't afford. I have to do it like right when I do this the next time. I have to do it right. It's really unfortunate though. Like I hope I can have my brain even like work enough to do it. It's the problem. Like I could do it. I could do all the stuff I want to do with the videos and everything. But is it gonna be done the right way? It has to be done the right way, or else it's not worth it. That's the only thing. I'm not gonna fucking try to do it and then put out stuff that's like same. That's the same thing with music and stuff. Like after everything I've been through, and then like I can't just keep doing. I was always like compromising still, even when I was doing the music on the computer. And it was supposed to lead up to building up to like the stuff I was supposed to do, but I never got to do it. And then that stuff would have blown everything out of it. Like it would have been for real, like stuff, not rough. Like, is this even okay? I think it's still picking me up. It should be. If it's not the whole time, I've been through so much where I've lost so much. I would probably would not even care. And also, I private these live streams all the time too. So I don't know if I'm leaving this up or what. I really don't care. So I gotta leave it up, I guess. But it's kind of like, it sucks not actually doing that's what I'm saying. Like it's got to be productive and something with to get like stuff that's actually notable and like worth doing rather than just like blah, 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 blah. Because yeah, there's like so much I could be like I do like crazy stuff, and then it's like, what are we doing here? So of course, it would be unsatisfactory. And yeah, best not to just keep repeating and dwelling on the theme. I get just trapped in these like cycles of like, but I'm trying my best to like actually, man, so much energy wasted on my dad, so much that's just impossible to avoid. It's like just immediately I even see the damn text, it's got like an immediate visceral reaction because so many years, like it's like conditioned in, like I can't avoid it. That's on top of just speaking and interacting with this guy who still hasn't changed, and like when it comes down to it, it's just always the same attitude where somehow it's me and he's portraying this whole thing upside down. And then my mom is even like worse when I don't know, she wouldn't even try to help at all. And my dad comes in like 10 years later every time. It's like pretends he's like some hero or something. Meanwhile, even then, it's impossible. I'm not. And then it's like, okay, if you're not even gonna take account of it, I can't trust you again. And then you're gonna sabotage everything. Can't trust you. You didn't take accountability for anything. It's like I got you even caught. Like I have screenshots from like years ago where you're proven, and then I even like lose the. It's so many years have gone by, and I waited so long that I even like lost proof that I had from years ago. It's all stuck in like thousands and thousands and thousands of pages of texts. Like me going getting super mad of I'm being denied and having all my emotions and then burning inside and like suppressed and like going through this every day, and then that's how I also confused some of like the stuff where when I was going through withdrawals from pills. I even confused what the fuck camera again. The camera just stopped. Hello. Okay, now it's back. I thought when I was in withdrawal, like I thought when it wouldn't go away, right? Like I felt like it just I kept feeling this feeling of withdrawal even when I was off the pills long enough. It shouldn't be happening anymore. And it was like years ago. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And then like, it was like, oh, because my mental was still trapped in like this other way. And fuck, if I even try to articulate, I'm starting to get. There's just I understand all the different. It affected me that much where it got into my body. What was the specific things I was thinking of though? Whatever I was talking about right before that which was affecting me. Was part of what was affecting me so much that I felt it like in my body that way, where it was just like yeah, that yeah. To break out, yeah, it's just crazy because it really was so much of it was being around my parents to begin with is like a root issue, and then to get out of that, then you see proven, okay, that's one factor. Then it's like having all the other components with food and like sunshine and lighting and like moving your body, like actually being active enough, not having like excessive stresses and psychological abuse, which is what came from my parents the most, like extreme psychological abuse. It's like I didn't know at the time, and still only recent years I actually say I was like severely abused in that way because and there was physical abuse too, but it just doesn't compare to like the psychological. I feel like it, so I don't it's more like yeah, I focus more on the psychological. That's just, it was way more damaging, I feel like. And like, still to this day, the processing of it and having to relive stuff, and yeah, this is why my mind, I still struggle so much. I was supposed to stop already. 1 hour and 23 minutes. Okay. I hope that gum didn't give the gum chewing probably got picked up in the mic. I didn't realize. Time is 9:46. All right. Peace. God